So how you doing, sir? It's been a while.
Good, yeah.
Yeah. Give us what's been going on in the time away, man. We haven't gotten to see you in, I guess, what, about 10 months or so.
Yeah, well, a lot of the same things for everybody, I think, like the quarantines and stuff. So, of course, I had my last fight in December. Then after that, I took a little bit of time off, and then everything just started to, go downhill from there. So, we almost had a fight lined up a couple times, and then, it fell through because of the things going on. So, but happy to be here. Yeah.
Nice. As far as your training situation goes, I mean, has it been difficult as well? I don't know what it's like for you.
Actually, for this fight, it was perfect because the entire time, like, there were no lockdowns and stuff. Like last week, Holland pretty much went back into lockdown. So training the way I would like to train is not allowed anymore. With the training partners I have, there's not a ton of pros in Holland that do it full time. So yeah. So I was lucky to get enough training in the time that I had, and of course it's been a long training camp because I've been training ever since December. So it's I've had plenty of training in, and then the last couple of weeks have just been working to a peak with the conditioning workouts and stuff. So yeah, ready to go.
Very nice. A lot of the rosters already had an opportunity to fight either in Vegas or Florida or here or whatever. What are you thinking about this? Environment, this fanless environment. Are you going to make any adjustments or mentally anything?
No, it's the same thing, man. Like, I'm gonna go in a cage, and there's gonna be a guy on the other side that's gonna want to take me out, and it doesn't matter how many people are in the stands or whatever. It is what it is. I feel good, and I do enjoy the way it's all set up here. Having the workout room next to our own hotel room instead of having to share the workout room with like 10 to 12 other people, and the workout rooms are always hot because they have to cut weight and stuff, and they smell most of the time. So it's nice to have that space for ourselves, and everything a fighter could wish for, they have here. So, and if it's not here, you ask for it and they get it. So it's a good setup. It's closer to Holland. It's closer to Holland for us than Vegas. Only a 2-hour time difference, so really easy for us.
Very nice. Talk about the matchup itself with Tai. When they gave you the name, I mean, what did you think? Did it get you excited? What do you think about him as an opponent?
Yeah, he's an exciting fighter. I always enjoy watching him fight. He brings something to the table that not a lot of people have. Personality and his fighting style. So I think it's a good matchup for me if I fight the way I should fight, the way I was fighting Rothwell. Because before those low blows, he didn't get a single shot in with me. So if I fight like that, then Tuivasa isn't touching me either, and I think everybody agrees is when I take him down that it's going to be a bad night for him. So
nice. Last thing for me, obviously you want to pick up a win here, but what's the goal overall? I mean, like, are you looking to make some kind of statement? Are you want to book a fight again quickly to make up for some lost time? I mean, what's the overall plan right now?
Just have fun with it. If UFC's got a fun matchup in mind, we'll see. We'll see how this fight goes. You never know what you get when you go in that cage. I'm just happy to be here and make a living for me and my family. After all this craziness going on this year, and I just enjoy it. So
you've been, I think, in Tai's position where you might have had a couple of setbacks, and then people start to question like where you are in the division. What do you think is going through his mind, like entering these fights on a 3-fight losing skid?
You're questioning why it's happening. Like before you're winning all those fights, of course. Of course, you're fighting higher level competition, but of course you're gonna question yourself, and if you got to change some things around and all that stuff. But for the rest, like I know what I can do. When I lost those fights, I questioned some things, of course, and I changed some things, but at the same time, he's a really good fighter, and he knows his strengths, and he knows what he needs to do when he goes in there. So sometimes you get what you're looking for, and sometimes you don't. Especially on this level, there's 2 guys going in a cage, and one guy's got to lose. So you're both looking to win, and you don't always get it. So not everybody's going to be a world champ. So.
And then he just made the jump to AKA. Are you expecting any sort of new Tai?
I don't think he's been there. Like he's been stuck in Australia. So like, I don't know how he jumped there this year, but.
You said he had a bunch of mat time with Kane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well. Like I'm a little taller than Kane in DC, so I'm a little different fighter. Of course, he probably they helped him with his wrestling, but I know like the takedowns I set up, the way I set him up, the way I do those takedowns. There's not a lot of people that do them that way, and I take down very high level guys with those takedowns. So I know that if I hit it at the right time, he's going down. I don't care like who you train with. So
How's Lex's training going?
he just had his camp in Alabama. I couldn't be there, of course, but he says he's having fun with it. Like I don't know if I want to believe that, but no, it's good, man. It's gonna be an experience. Like he wants to do it, and I told him not to, but now he's got my full support. That was like a year ago, so no, if he wants to go for it, go for it. So yeah, if you want to feel how it feels, and of course he works with fighters all the time, and he really wants to feel how it feels to be in that locker room and the lead up and all that, and like when some guys don't perform, what it is that why they don't perform. So it makes sense, but it also doesn't make sense.